Hello again, everybody. This is another episode of the Betting Leaderboard. I'm your host, MMAce. Vegas 90, Curtis versus Allen took place on Saturday. So we need to see how our guys' picks held up, who did better or worse, update their overall totals, and then check out the Betting Leaderboard's auto bet system, which I believe had just one bet last week. We need to see how it did. A little update, I'm going to make some changes to the off-week fight night cards. The videos are just going to concentrate on the guys' bets and the results affecting the race for first place. And then, of course, pay-per-views will go full board and talk about all the fights and everything. They'll be more interesting, and they're fights that people haven't been able to see unless they paid for them, etc. So that's the plan going forward, at least for now. On the off weeks, we're going to get just right to the brass tacks, and we'll spend more time on the pay-per-views enjoying the personalities. Let's go. Well, that's how they picked them. Looks like the results are going to be pretty interesting as far as jostling for spots. Instead of separating, we're condensing, with the first place position doing the worst and the last place position doing the best. It'll all become clearer as we go, so let's get started. We start with fifth place as usual. This week it was Sure Dog, and it seems like they didn't like it down there, so they hit the stairs immediately. Maybe they're just going down for frozen pizza from the chest freezer down in the basement, but basement no longer. Bennett Sure Dog went 8-3, bringing the overall total to 86-57. He added $286.79 to his previous total, bringing him up to a minus $828.62. In fact, it looks like Sure Dog's going to pull what MMA experts did last week and jump from 5th to 2nd, wreaking havoc on the rest of the standings. Next up, coming into the week in 4th place, is Angelo at We Want Picks. He went 4-7 on the week, Not the worst of the week, but not great. It brings his overall record to 84-59, a 59% winning percentage, and he dropped another $715.14 for a new total of minus $1,193.18. A rough few weeks over at WWP. Coming into the week in third place was MMA-Guru. He had a winning record on the week at 6-5, brought his overall to 86-57. Same win-loss record as Sherdog and the same winning percentage at 60%. He lost $207.21 for a new total of minus $913.23. Love the mayonnaise bottle flips though. AJ over at MMA Experts came into the week in second place, just under 500 at 5-6. Brought his overall record to 85-58, 59% winning percentage. He lost another $325.27 to bring his overall total to a minus $980.47. Congrats on 30K. Brady over at DFS by the Numbers remains in first place, but it was not a good week. He had the worst record at 3-8. Brings his overall record to 87-56, a 61% winning percentage. He dropped $607.80 off his total to bring his new total to a minus, for the first time, at least in a long time, minus $353.18. And that leaves us with one thing on the agenda, a little review of the betting leaderboard's auto bet systems picks. Actually, pick suggestion from last week. I called it a great spot, and I still believe it was a great spot, and I think Chris Curtis won, quite frankly, as the underdog. He was the one that was doing the damage, had the other guy wobbled. When Allen tried to implement his game plan and take it to the ground, he struggled for minutes at a time, flailing at rear naked chokes that never happened. On multiple occasions, Chris Curtis reversed it and got on top on the ground anyways, so it was a nullified thing at best. I really think it was close, and the judges were looking for a reason to tip it to Allen. He's the up-and-coming talent, and Chris Curtis pulling a hammy in the last 10 seconds, nothing having to do with a strike from his opponent, I think was enough of a video cover to give it to Allen. Of course, this is all speculation, but I do think Curtis won. And even if not, it was certainly close enough to warrant not second-guessing that wager. So these are the kind of things that I want B.L.A.B.S to produce, and I was very happy about it. So yeah, we played Chris Curtis at a 1.5 unit bet because 3 of the 5 of our experts liked him, and because it was the main event of the card. So that'll result in a loss of $150, 0-1 on the week for an 8-12 overall record, a rock solid 40% win rate. The minus $150 on the 1.5 unit bet brings our new total to a minus $347.10, almost doubling our deficit. I feel like the father of a newborn who handed out a bunch of cigars and now has to go round them up so he can pay rent. Not nice. But next week is 300. Historic day in MMA. These words I say. Hopefully we'll have a few bets next week, and they will turn out nicely. They wouldn't ruin our day at 300. The betting gods aren't that cruel, but we'll have to see. I know all the guys made their picks. I'm going to gather them up, and we'll see what the system is going to recommend from what they choose. Can't wait for this card. Any card that starts out with Davison Figueiredo versus Cody Garbrandt's going to be all right in my book. Although Bo Nickel in the main card against Cody Brundage, when there's champions and high-ranked people that have went before him, I think is a farce, but whatever. Thanks for watching, folks. Look for that 300 video coming out shortly, and have a great time on Saturday. My goodness. Gonna be a good one. Till next time, everybody.